Hello, ladies and gents, YouTubers, Facebookers, whoever gets this message. Probably won't be many. I'll probably get like maybe 300 hits, if that. Maybe in 10 years I'll get 2,000 hits, but I'll continue to make my videos because I like making them. I have some questions to the Christian community and to the religious figures and people who believe in God or whatever they believe in, Hinduism, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Jesus, whatever. This topic is mainly for God. In other religions, this God made earth as well. I'm just going to go ahead and pounce on the whole God story of God making the earth in 7 days and creating the universe in 7 days and man and everything, which that alone is just a lot to chew. I mean, it sounds like a fairy tale. It really does, like Lord of the Rings or something, but let's just eliminate that. Say God did make the earth. Say God did create Adam and Eve. Say God did make the tree of knowledge, the fruit of wisdom, or whatever you guys want to call it. And, I'm sure you guys will leave comments. No, it was a tree of knowledge. No, it was a tree of fruit. It was a wisdom of fruit. No, it was a pear. It was a peach. No, it was a pomegranate. It was a plum. I don't know what the fruit it was, but the concept is there, and you guys understand what I'm talking about. My question is, in the Bible it says that Lucifer, which was a serpent, he had tempted Eve into eating the forbidden fruit, the tree of knowledge. Okay, and when she ate, hold on, these idiots are driving stupid. When she ate that forbidden fruit, she convinced Adam to eat the forbidden fruit, and that's when all sin came about, and God cast them out of the Garden of Eden because Satan had tempted them, and they gave in to his temptation and ate the forbidden fruit. Okay, I'm going to back this up to my son, all right? Or fast forward this to my son. My son is 8 years old. I absolutely adore my son. He's like the best thing he's my little buddy. He's like the best thing that's ever happened to me. I only have one child. He's absolutely amazing. And I could never imagine putting drugs, pornography, cocaine, alcohol in his room to just sit on his dresser, on his nightstand or wherever, and tell him not to eat it, not to take it. What kind of father would I be? What kind of parent would I be to put that in front of him, knowing that it's going to hurt him if he does? But then I give him free will. I love that fucking word, free will. I give him free will, and I say, son, I'm giving you free will. All this pornography, all these drugs, and all this alcohol is bad. Don't touch it. But I'm giving you free will to touch it. It's forbidden to touch. But I'm letting you touch it. However, if you do touch this, a lot of bad shit's going to happen. And not only a lot of bad shit's going to happen to you, but it's also going to happen to your kids, and your kids' kids, and your kids' kids' kids, and your kids' 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 kids, and your kids' 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 kids. It's just ridiculous. When does it stop? Where does it stop? I would never do that to my son. I would protect my son as much as I can. Okay? And I like how they say in the Bible that God, or that Satan tempted Adam and Eve. I'm sorry, I don't see it that way. I see that God had tempted Adam and Eve by putting that forbidden fruit in front of them. I mean, he didn't even try to put it on Mount Everest or something. Oh, it's going to be way up here. It's forbidden, You have to really go out of your way if you want to be sinners. No, he put it right in front of them. That's temptation. And he made it the most luscious, beautiful, tasteful fruit ever made. Why would he do that? You know why he did that? Because it didn't happen. It never happened. It was a fucking story. It was a story that you guys are listening to and eating out of, and just like these Christians are eating out of, you're eating out of their hands. It's ridiculous. You know, my mom and dad, they're loving people. They do the whole Jewish thing, the whole Yahweh thing. It makes them happy. Whatever it makes them happy, that's fine. But there comes a point in time where you have to say, let's think logically here. Like, let's really use our brains here. They laugh at the evolution. They laugh at the Big Bang Theory, which it's a theory. It's a theory. The Big Bang is just a theory. Do I believe in it? No. Do I believe in a God that created the universe in 7 days? No. I really don't know what to believe, because there's no evidence that was put before me. I have nothing to go by. Would I believe the Big Bang Theory over some magical creature in the sky that created something in 7 days, and and then just completely started sin with the Garden of Eden and all this stuff? Like, yeah, I'd believe the Big Bang Theory over that. It's just a theory, though. Another thing that drives me nuts is, God is creator of everything. It says in the Bible, he created the good, and he created the evil, and he created the universe and planets and, everything. He created it all. Why would God create evil? That's just like God. And they say that Lucifer was God's angel, his right-hand man angel, and he was like the best thing ever. And all of a sudden, Lucifer thought that he was a higher power. He was the musician or whatever in heaven, and he thought he was a higher power. He wanted to be better than God. He became greedy, and God cast him out of the heavens into the hell, and that's where hell started, and that's where sin started. But you know what drives me nuts? It's like God had this box filled with evil, okay? And all the evil stuff, rape, murder, pedophilia, sex addiction, just anything that was bad in this box. He had it in this box, and he had it put away. So he puts this box away, and then Satan kept asking God. This is like what I'm thinking. Okay, kept asking God, "Hey, what's in that box?" And God's like, "Oh, that's a burden you don't want to carry. Leave it alone. Don't bother with it. It's really, really, really bad." And then finally, God Satan supposedly deceived God, and God got really angry. So in the process of God sending Lucifer to hell, he said, "Here, let me give you this box filled with all the evil stuff. So that way you can study it and do whatever the hell you want with it. And we'll have like a little battle going on back and forth." Why would God give him that power? Why would God give him that power? And not only give him that power, but then make it a war between the two good and evils for mankind to make a choice. To just say, "Oh, it's all about free will." And then why would God send you to hell after living a 40-year life, or 60 or 70 or 80-year life, or even 20 or 10 or 8-year-old life? Why would he send you to hell? And what about the people before the Bible was written? What about the people before the Bible was even thought of? What about those people who died, who didn't know what to believe? They believed in some other god, Mithra, Attis, Horus, whatever. They worshiped some other god, a fucking bull. I don't know. What about those people? What's going to happen to them? Are they going to die and go to hell? Or did they die and go to hell and are being burnt for all eternity because they just didn't know any better? It just doesn't make sense to me. Now, if this book was something that was written like at the beginning of time, and we had hard evidence proving that the Garden of Eden existed and Adam and Eve existed and God really made this universe and all this stuff, and the world is only 4,000 years old, or whatever the Bible preaches. If we had proof of that, And that was the only religion ever made that I can understand. But there's been religions 4, 5, 6,000 years before the Bible was even thought of, before it was even printed, before Jesus and God was even thought of. Like, there was other gods. So it's just stupid. It just doesn't make any sense to me. If you have any comments you want to leave below, feel free to leave them below. It's just such a... I'm not saying I'm never going to believe. Okay? I used to believe. I used to go to church. I used to park my car out in the church parking lot and read my Bible, and I studied the Bible a lot. Then I started getting older, and I started getting wiser, and I started looking at things that actually made sense to me. I no longer lived in fear of going to hell. I no longer, felt like I was afraid to believe in what I wanted to believe in without having consequences of hell. I used to almost praise God and worship Jesus and a way of being afraid because I didn't want to go to hell. Is it scary to think to yourself, we're just here and we have no idea why we're here as humans? Yeah, it's pretty scary. But it's reality. People search for answers. But is it the right answers that they're searching for? One day we'll all find out. I know personally from personal experiences that I have it's my personal experience. I have seen things that were paranormal. Okay. It could have been my imagination. It could have been, something that was really paranormal. I'll never know. Okay. I like to believe that person was actually, I actually experienced that because it was nice. It was comforting. I talked to Christians about that when I believed in God, and they would tell me that it was Satan playing tricks on me. It was demons that were playing tricks on me, or played a trick on me. I don't believe it was. I believe it was truly that person that I had talked to, that I had seen. So, nobody really knows what happens when you die. And I think that's why people feel like they have to believe in something, because they're so afraid of death. They're so afraid of what's going to happen, the unknown. And they're definitely afraid of hell, because hell sounds like the worst place ever that nobody ever wants to go to. So they're scared. They're afraid of it. So they feel like they're almost forced into believing. It's almost like Kim Jong-un. Those people in North Korea are forced into believing that Kim Jong-un is God. Because if they don't believe that, and if they don't worship him, they worship him. If they don't worship him, then they're killed. They're murdered. Not only them, but their whole family. Their whole family is murdered. Their whole family is tortured. That's not cool. Why would God do that? Why would Kim Jong-un do that? I know why. Because it's a fucking power trip. And all these people who read the Bible and go by the Bible, it's a timeshare meeting. You guys are going to a timeshare meeting and you're getting excited about it every Sunday or every Saturday, whatever day you go to church. You're getting excited about it. And they keep you getting excited about it. And as long as the people are there getting you all excited about it, you're always going to, be a part of that timeshare, or a multi-level marketing company, pass it on. You'll enter the kingdom of heaven. You'll enter the kingdom of, the pearly gates. You'll be with Jesus. And if you don't follow this multi-level marketing company, then you're not gonna be rich, and you're gonna live in the poorhouse. It's nonsense, guys. Leave a comment below. I know there's gonna be a lot of disagreements, and and I'm sure this video is a 15-minute video. I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and listen to all this, but anyway, that's my take on it. Well, you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Do what you want. Enjoy your life. Do the things that make you happy. Okay? All right, I'm over now. See you later.